Hey, what's going on, guys? It is Dives, Mr. Crockpot on Twitter. Aminu Mohammed is the newest member of the Philadelphia 76ers. We're going to look at his strengths, his weaknesses, and overall fit with the Sixers. Guys, if you love Aminu Mohammed and the Philadelphia 76ers, smash that subscribe button. Let's go. Alright, let's take a deep dive into Aminu Mohammed. Aminu was one of the few bright spots on a disappointing Georgetown team that ended last season with 6 total wins and 0 wins in the Big East. Mohammed was a 5-star recruit from Nigeria. When you look at Aminu's performance in Georgetown's biggest non-conference games last year, a road game against San Diego State and 2 home games against Syracuse and TCU, Aminu produced 21 plus points a game, shooting 53% from 2 and 38% from 3. Judging from these games, he plays his best when the pressure is on, which absolutely bodes well for his development during the upcoming Summer League. When you look at last year, he wasn't exactly well coached. The majority of his possessions involved driving into traffic and taking contested or off-balance shots at the rim. He wasn't coached to shoot off the dribble in college. He is 20 years old, and his length was a major standout at last year's NBA Combine. His 7.5 wingspan differential was tied with Marjan Beauchamp. For reference purposes, Jalen Williams was number 1 at 9.75 and Wendell Moore was 3rd at 8.25. He had a max vertical jump of 36 inches, which tied Blake Wesley of Notre Dame. Aminu Mohammed made some noise for himself during the scrimmages at the Combine. He had 12 points and 6 assists on the first day, followed up by 18 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists the second. Some of the major buzz around Aminu Mohammed surrounded around his defense and plus poise that he plays with. Let's look at some of Aminu Mohammed's strengths. First up, this guy has big-time NBA upside. Mohammed has an NBA-ready body at 6'5" and 215 pounds. He can get to the rim well on the offensive end and shows a natural feel for the game and a willingness to pass the ball out of traffic. He's got solid playmaking ability and knows how to keep the ball moving. His vertical jump wasn't that impressive at the Combine, but he has no problem playing above the rim with ease. As a shooter in the NBA, the hope will be for him to offer enough value as a spot-up shooter. The most intriguing stat here is that Aminu made 38.9% of his catch-and-shoot jumpers last season, which will be his primary role at the next level. Let's take a closer look at Aminu Mohammed as an off-ball scorer.
8 threes for UMBC, 6 for Georgetown. Quite a bit of efficient offense. Here's Mohammed. He wants a 3. And
Richmond had it poked away by Carey. Now into the hands of Harris. Out to Mohammed.
Between these two DC schools, Georgetown's won 10 straight.
Jalen Billingsley couldn't stick it back. A second chance, though. Mohammed in the corner. Another 3 on the way. This one is good for Mohammed.
The second strength of Aminu Mohammed is that he's a willing defender. He's got solid instincts on the defensive end and capable of guarding all over the court. Due to his immense natural talent, he has the potential to take on the role of a small ball 4 and thrive on the wing. His 6'11" wingspan helps him get good contests, and his non-stop motor allows him to be a solid rim protector. While his athleticism isn't elite, he does a solid job sticking to opponents on the perimeter. This is definitely something that shows area for growth for Mohammed. Lastly, he is a very good rebounder for his size. His 8.2 rebounds per game last season was 3rd in the Big East and easily the most at his position. This is a guy who plays bigger than his height. Let's take a little bit of a closer look at Aminu Mohammed as a defender.
Both leave. Mohammed will sit back in. This is Elliott. That's a tough chance here to leap. Reeves.
He's on the floor for the first time.
Mention those long arms for Syracuse on the wings. They certainly have that length. Oh, and Cam Jones into the game. Keep your eye on Cam Jones. He was electric in the first half. Blocked away.
And had the smoothest shooting night. He's usually typically great.
Aminu's pocket.
Oh, what? He tried the reverse.
It's not the same player at all. Just it meant a great deal to Dan Brown at the time.
Lose a nice hand too. As Jackson comes to get it, Tyrese Martin with 5 on the shot clock. Had it poked.
So far, Georgetown's ball screen defense has been a little bit better. They're really committing to trying to take away the roll man.
And then watch that thing. They play out of this now, so you got to stay home on the perimeter. This is where Jimmy Boeheim is so
And then we get to weaknesses. Aminu Mohammed needs to become a better shooter. Form on his jump shot is solid, but he's not yet hitting the outside shot with any consistency. The ability is all there, but his jumper is quite simply a work in progress that will require further seasoning in the G League. He's not much of a shooting presence right now, and his form while shooting off balance can be a little inconsistent. He shot 17.1% off the dribble, good for 5th percentile, and 28.8% on all jump shots, good for 31st percentile. Even worse, he shot 7.7% on 13 jumpers out of the pick and roll. He shot 31% from beyond the arc last season overall, and there are only 2 games in which he made multiple threes. The second area to improve upon is that he's an incredibly raw player. His offensive abilities aren't widely seen as NBA ready when it comes to knocking down shots away from the rim. I think Aminu would have most likely benefited from an additional year or 2 in college. He is like a laundry list of players who enter the draft way too early. He needs to improve his handle, and Mohammed has been the best athlete on every court he's stepped on mostly his entire life. But that's not going to be the case at the next level. So that is a little bit about Aminu Mohammed. Comp-wise, I see this guy as a Talen Horton-Tucker, Alex Caruso, or a lesser version of Lou Dort. Guys, do you like the pickup? Please let me know down in that comment section below. I think he definitely shows some upside, and I'm really excited to see what he offers during the upcoming Summer League. Guys, thank you everyone for watching. Follow me on Twitter at Mr. Crockpot. Stay awesome, everybody.